Hello, we are here today with Alejandra Lozano. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much.
Excellent. And can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your business?
Yes, I'm a business and sales coach. And practically, what I do is I help business owners recognize patterns that are not serving them and are preventing them from growing, from attracting more clients and increasing their sales and serve more people.
Very nice. Now, tell us a little bit more about the business. You have a workbook that you talk a little bit about the business wheel, and you break it into 6 parts. I think it's something like money, marketing, client results, conversion rate, team, and knowledge. Can you tell us a little bit more about the business wheel?
Yes, so these aspects, I implement them to recognize patterns because as we do one thing, we do everything. So the key here is I keep asking, okay, what is your client's results right now? What is your money result right now? Your marketing. So I always ask them from 1 to 10, 10 being is doing great. I'm getting a lot of results. I'm getting what I want. How do you feel about it,
Okay.
about conversion rate? So it's for me just to make sure where they are, like what is their point A, because basically they come to me to help them grow their businesses. So those aspects help me to understand where they are, to establish a plan and help them to be where they want to be.
Very nice. And then the marketing aspect of it, the money. Can you tell me a little bit about those parts of it?
The marketing and money.
Mm-hmm.
So basically the marketing, we need to make sure that the marketing has psychology behind it. And that is the type of marketing that is connecting with people. Because most of the times marketing is like, yes, you gain exposure when you create advertising, letting people what you do. However, there are certain pieces that we need to make sure that you include in this marketing, which is like inspiration, education, authority, and promotion, because in the psychological aspect, this makes sure that you connect, that you have a more profound connection with people that is watching you. And the money side is, I always ask people like, how is your money situation right now? Because believe it or not, your money situation is just a reflection of what you believe you deserve. So it's pretty crazy, but what you're making right now is just a result of the person who are you being right now. So yeah, so those 2 aspects are important. One, to know exactly what type of patterns or limiting beliefs, which is just thoughts, like information that you have in your brain, we need to work on to create something different, like a certain set of patterns or beliefs that will lead us to where you want to be. And it has to be like transformed.
Makes sense. Very nice. Now, also in your workbook, you talk about 3-step process: awareness, apply, and transformation. Can you break those down for us? I guess starting with awareness?
Yes, so the awareness is the part where you recognize what is happening, because most of the times as humans, we are wired to believe that everything is external, is not internal. Like whatever is happening in our business is because the economy, the people, that maybe their capacity to buy is not there, or maybe that there are a lot of competitors. So we tend to blame instead of going inside and checking what is going on and why we're creating. The result that we're creating is always in us, inside us, it's not external. So awareness is where you recognize first that you are creating that result, and I show people why you are creating that result. It's like you are having a pain in your leg and you feel this pain and you don't know what is going on. But when I point out, hey, you have a needle here and that's why it's hurting, now you have the awareness, you recognize it, so we can change that situation. You can just remove it, right?
Yes.
The application part is when you are now aware. So if you are aware, you can change it. You cannot change something you don't see, right? So awareness is more like being able to see it. So the application part requires applying something, which in the example that I just gave was just take out the needle, right? But in the business transformation or the business aspect, we create a plan. So we apply a plan to change the situation that you are right now currently. And then the transformation part is when you start applying certain tools, which is the process, the application, you start becoming someone else. You start transforming yourself in something completely different, a type of a business owner that is capable to hold the result that you want to have, right? So I call this becoming before being. So in the applying process, you are becoming that person that you want to be in advance instead of you just having the results. So the life, God, the universe never will give you something you are not capable to hold.
Wow, that makes sense. Now, kind of going a little bit deeper into what you were talking about, we know that the mindset is important in the path to success. Tell us about the model of thinking you mentioned in your workbook.
So this model, I learned it from this coach. It's called Brooke Castillo. And basically what she did was there are 5 things that it doesn't matter where you are, who you are, what culture, what country are you, from what country are you, it doesn't matter. There are 5 things that as humans we all have: circumstances, thoughts, we have feelings, we take actions, and we have results. So when we recognize that there are 5 things that are happening over and over, and it's just a pattern happening in our brain, in every single aspect in our life, so we gain awareness. So knowing that you create your own results in your business because there are these 5 things that sometimes you are not aware of. When you are aware of, okay, the circumstance is that I'm just getting 20 clients. That's a circumstance. But what you think about it will create certain feelings, which is the energetical aspect that you start conveying and projecting. And as human beings, we are emotional human beings. And what happened with this is we project that energy. It's like a hormonal process that is going on in your brain, and we project that. So depending on how you feel, you will attract or you will repel people. So when you are aware that certain thoughts create like an energetic state of mind that is attracting or repelling people, you know that the actions just will reflect how you're feeling. So I had this breakthrough one time when someone say, actions don't create results. It's the way you feel. I was like, wait, what? Because we are used to think that actions create the results. But sometimes my clients come to me and they're like, I've been taking action over and over. I've been doing this, but it's not working. And then I ask them like, okay, when you take this action, how do you feel? I was like, awful. I just take action because I have to do it. I was like, that's the reason why it's not working. Because people feel that energy from you and you will repel. So you take that action is not the same that you're taking that action from you being faithful or encouraged or motivated than taking action just because you have to take action. So when I help my clients to be in that state of mind of that feeling that will make sure the action works, things flow with ease. It's just like magical, but it's how the brain works. Yes. So we were talking about how a circumstance creates thoughts, which is just a perception, a sentence, a neural connection in your brain that release certain hormones, which is the way you feel. This part is crucial because when you know that you are creating your feelings with your thoughts, you can change your thoughts. Sometimes it's hard because it's so solid. Like that thought is just like such a huge embedded belief in your brain that you struggle changing it. So that's the part where I help my clients the most. Helping them to change those thoughts and showing them that it's just a thought. And when they can see that and we work on this model of thinking over and over, they may click in their brain after 1 month or 2 months and they're like, oh my gosh, now I get it. Because we hear that everywhere. Yeah, mindset is everything. Mindset, yeah. Think positive, yes. Everyone says that, but they're not really applying it.
Right.
They're aware, but they're not applying, which is this tool for a model that can help you to really see, oh my gosh, yes, I'm actually creating the way I'm feeling. And it requires a work, like, you work on that.
Very nice. Now, in your workbook, you talk about time management. I think a lot of people saw from this. The 3 main reasons why we don't find time to work on our business or struggle with managing our time is because people lack commitment, clarity, and belief. Can you expand a little bit more on this concept?
So I'm going to give you an example. So the excuse that everyone come out with is, I don't have time.
Right.
I cannot do it all. I'm a mom. All this, right?
Right.
And I realized that this is just an excuse that your brain comes out with, this excuse to save energy, because our brain main job is to save energy, keep you away from pain, and seek pleasure. So coming out with the excuse, I don't have time, will keep your brain secure on not doing anything, right? Because I don't have time. No, it's hard. But in reality, is your brain protecting you from succeeding, from doing, from experiencing something different. So that's why when you feel that you don't have time, that's not true. And people say, no, it's true. This is what I do every day. And even if it's true, what you can build in your brain is a new capacity where you can become more productive and effective. So for example, what took you 1 hour, it can take you 30 minutes because you build that new capacity in your brain. But this requires willingness to see that, right? So instead of telling yourself, I don't have time, what about how I can make more time? So when you start asking your brain these questions, how can I make sure that I do in 30 minutes what I usually do in 1 hour? What is taking me so long? So when we dissect the situation, we know that you're not fully focused. You're probably just in social media, scrolling down and getting distracted, right? So what was the excuse? I don't have the time. You lack confidence. Yes, so your brain keeps you. You will see that your brain will keep you busy doing things that are not related with your business, like doing laundry, or cleaning your house. Right. I was like, no, I first clean my house and then I work on my business. And you take so long cleaning the house, and unconsciously is your brain preventing you from doing what is required to grow your business.
Right.
So how can we change that? Again, we can apply that model of thinking, and my clients, they see, oh yes, it's because it's uncomfortable. It's easier just to clean the house or to deal with my kids or whatever is going on that is automated already for my brain, because I have been doing this for so long, than taking the time and making that decision to sit and work on my business. And most of the times you lack confidence in the person you can become. That's why your brain comes out with all these amazing ideas about cleaning your house first, doing this, calling this person first, all that. But in reality, it's like you don't believe in yourself. Because if I guarantee you that there are 20 clients outside tomorrow waiting for you to give them this document to sign and turn into your clients, probably you will do what you have to do because it's guaranteed. But because there is no guarantee, so that's why we just indulge in pleasure or things that are not related in something that has to be with our business.
Wow, very insightful. Now, is there anything else that you would like to share with us?
I do believe that time management is one of the, I have worked so much on that. And I do believe that you lack clarity too. Like people, we tend to have everything in our head instead of having a calendar, instead of like writing it down, and help ourselves with alarms. So then we know exactly when we have to do that. So we just get lost and we think that we're spending a lot of time working on our businesses, but in reality, you're not. So there is a strategy where you turn out your alarm for every 5 minutes. So then now you're aware of what are you really doing every 5 minutes. And then most of the time you realize that you're just scrolling down Instagram, just looking at the ceiling, not doing anything. And yes, so.
Wow, very insightful. So how can people get in contact with you for your services and additional questions?
Yeah, so you can find me on Instagram. I'm pretty active there. That's my office. You will meet me there every day. It's at alejandralozano.coach, and my email is alejandralozano.coach@gmail.com. And yes, you can reach out, let's chat. I'm always here to support you, everything related with your business. Reach out.
And can you spell your first and last name just for the people who don't know?
Oh, yes. So Alejandra is Alejandra, and Lozano is Lozano.
Well, thank you very much for your time. It was a pleasure speaking with you.
Thank you so much for having me here.